Hi, welcome back to the tutorials. In this tutorial, I've been asked by a few people just to show them how to do some graphic work whilst they're designing the albums for their clients. Sometimes people don't want a whole picture across the background, they just want to see less is more. I've never quite understood that statement, but less is more. So I'm just going to show you how to add just a couple of sort of graphic elements to the album very, very simply. So the first thing we're going to do, we've got a basic album here. I'm going to just add a layer in here. I'm going to make this layer quite thin and just sort of move it across the page, bring it down, sort of, let's say 2/3 of the way down here. I'm going to take the drop shadow off. I'm going to click my stroke button here and add a black stroke line of just 1 point around this. So you've got this little black line here going around. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it again. I'm going to hit my tint button. I'm going to just hit a grey button there and click OK, and we've got a little bar that's filled with some grey and a black border around it. Now I'm going to add another layer. I'm going to move it up to this corner, or just here, and pull it down, make it pretty much the same sort of thickness, pull it across. Actually, we're going to just, I think, make this one a little bit wider going across here. So what I'm going to do is to again hit the stroke button, click black, click OK, and click 1 point. I'm going to hit my tint, go back to my base sort of grey, and say thank you very much. So we've got this here. Now I'm going to select here and take the drop shadow off. I'd prefer this one to actually be at the back. So I'm just going to, on the Mac, I'm just going to hit my control key and click here and say move this layer to the back. And we've got it at the back there. So we've got a graphic element. Now I can add some apertures or some layers, if you like, across here, and just go and pick up 3 sort of upright images, if you like, and drop one in there. Grab this one, drop it in here. Let's try that again, shall we? Try it in there, and we'll grab this one, drop it in here. And I've just noticed this one's gone to the other picture, so we'll just overwrite this one in there and pop it in. Now, you saw when I dragged an image across, like something like this, if I drag it across there, that's going to go grey. Okay, so actually I'm going to pop an image in there just to see. So we've got this image which has just got this little sort of bandwidth to it. If I click on this aperture, and this aperture, and just take the drop shadows off, that'll start to fall back in line. But I can click all of these 3 and just say let's add a stroke, black stroke, okay, and we're going to go with 1 point around these. And we could, if we want to, just select this image here and just start to stretch it out a little bit, if you like, just to sort of give the whole page a little bit of more sort of design element. But you'd have a nice blank white page there with this in the corner here. You could double click on this image if you like, and we could make it black and white. Say save, okay. And we could, if we really wanted, just grab another layer, grab it across here, put it right across the page, go and select an image. We could click this image if we want, drop it onto there. So we've covered everything up, but then again, just control click this, and move this layer right to the back. So we've got another layer put in the background. Obviously we can affect the opacity of that layer at the back. We can just slide the opacity down of that layer and bring it in. But what that does, that just adds a little bit more detail to your design page when you're working with your clients. I hope that helps.